Welcome to another broadcast live, South Texas Sports Live with Freddy and Heredia. Catch us every week. The Fantasy Fix on South Texas Sports Live. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you catch all our social media, TikTok, Instagram, and X for all your player profiles and coaches interviews. If you're watching South Texas Sports Live, catch the Overtime Sports Show weekly on Monday nights on our YouTube channel. Watch us live on YouTube, Facebook. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Freddy there with you, South Texas Sports Live. Catch us live on our YouTube channel and all our social media. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Broadcasting to you live. South Texas Sports Live, the supreme leader in live local sports. Watch us on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share. South Texas Sports Live.
And welcome to another edition of South Texas Sports Live. Freddy Heredia with you. The Overtime Sports Show, and we're live from La Parrilla, 2640 Del Boulevard. Family-owned Mexican restaurant. A variety of dishes you can come on by. They got some fresh lemonade. Of course, you can't go wrong with the totopos. As we got, they're open from Monday through Thursday from 10:30 to 10. Then on Friday and Saturday from 10:30 to 11. And then Sundays from 10:30 to 6. Call them up at 830-758-0646 is the number to call. We got the 2026 CC Winn Lady Mavericks preview, softball preview. We got the head coach, Tony Martinez, class of 1996. Coach, thank you for showing up, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we'll talk about the season already in full swing for you guys. You only went to 2 tournaments. We'll talk about those tournaments and how you saw and understanding where you guys are at as far as this season. You guys are in district play already. You're 1-2. Great game yesterday. 9-6, a win over Hardendale. And then we'll talk more about the first game that we got to see you was against South San, which was a great game also. Maite had over 10 strikeouts in that game. She had over 12 strikeouts in the game, the win against Hardendale. But we'll talk more about her because it's not just her. You got other players that, again, have brought to the program. Fourth year head coach as the head man here at the Lady Mavericks, and of course 10 years with softball, and then 19 years overall with football and everything else, right, Coach?
Yes.
So, but let's talk about the expectations for the 2026 season and the Lady Mavericks.
All right. Before I answer that, I would like to first of all pay my respects to Mr. Ramon Ramirez. He passed away this week, and he was a great mentor to us and to us growing up throughout the years, and everything that he's done for CC Winn athletics and for athletics overall. He was a big advocate of all sports, and he was always there, and I could hear him in the stands. And he'll be greatly missed, and I just want to pay my respects to him before anything.
Yeah, our condolences to head coach, athletic coordinator Rene Ramirez,
Yes.
also, and his family. The passing of a great man, a gentleman that I was a part of, knowing him growing up, in city parks and of course umpiring and he was an avid supporter of athletics in general here in Eagle Pass. He was part of back then was Optimist, club as far as baseball before it became Babe Ruth and Little League and. A lot of things. We can say a lot of things about that gentleman because he was a great man. He was a person that gave to the youth
Yes.
Of Eagle Pass, and of course, raising his kids, Coach Ramirez and his sister,
Yes.
Lori. Again, it's he's going to be truly missed, and but yeah, we pay our respects to him. We want to thank you guys for joining us on another edition of the Overtime Sports Show. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to give a moment of silence, so to speak, as we're live in the patio area.
Yes.
It's a nice little area out here
Yes.
in the patio here at La Parrilla at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. The owner, I called him up and I said, hey, can I go use your patio? He goes, yeah, come on in. Real quick. Quick. As you see, the two seats beside us, they were of course, they were going to be for his coaching staff. But, again, it's a Wednesday. And normally on Wednesdays, Coach, of course, family,
Yes.
you guys got stuff to do and family to take care of. So they couldn't be here with us, but
They do so much for me throughout the season and throughout the week that I expect them to be with their families, because we give so much to the girls.
yeah, of course. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Del Rio Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Sarita. And we're back live, Freddy Heredia, the Overtime Sports Show with the head coach of the Lady Mavericks, Coach Tony Martinez. Coach, Let's talk about your tournaments. And again, it started early on. You guys are in full swing. Third district game as you played it yesterday against Hardendale, winning 9-6. But how was the growth from the girls, this year, and having such a young team? Because you only have, I believe, there's only 3 seniors, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you have Tanya Robledo, Desiree Rodriguez, who just came from basketball.
Yes.
And then you have another senior in
Daisy Garcia.
yeah. So again, you look at this situation and knowing that you have 3 seniors, but you have a slew of juniors and sophomores that again have been coming up big for you. Let's talk about again the early on in the season with how you saw them during the tournament season.
Well, it started at the end of the year last year when our season ended. We had a team meeting, expectations, goals for this upcoming year, for the summer, for what was going to happen during the fall. And then I had individual meetings with the returners. I have a leadership group that I stole from Coach Villasenor. And basically, everything that goes on with the team goes through them, and they communicate with me. And their main thing was like they were going to be all in.
Yeah.
And it's easier said than done because they're kids, and I get it. But since the summer, they started working out. Mr. Salinas, our head booster, president, him and his wife, took charge of that, and they helped out, including my daughter that lives in Pflugerville. She came down and she was participating with them, so that was a big help for them. And and then coming since day one, we've been at it, and the whole main thing was just to hold each other accountable, to be resilient, to fight through adversity. And I think, going through tournaments, playing, with some good squads, got us ready for, our first district game. And we were there, and it showed that, little hits here and there, it'll be a totally different game. And we know it, and we just need to continue the battle. And yesterday was a testament to the girls not giving up and everything that they put in. Yesterday we went up 2-0, then we went down, and then first inning they went up 3-2, and they scored a run, and then we tied it, then they went up 6-4, and then our middle of the lineup started up with 2 outs. Man, we scored 2 runs. We ended up 9-6, and the last 2 innings, they mowed them down 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and that was the ball game.
Your middle of the lineup, Julie Salinas, Maite Figueroa, and Dariana Mata, which again, Julie is a sophomore, and she played a big role last year as a freshman, also playing first base for you. Now you have her in the outfield and center field. And then you got Maite Figueroa, which again, that's your anchor in the middle as far as. And they say it is true with baseball and softball. Mm-hmm. You got to be strong up the middle. We talked to Coach Royce, and you're a firm believer because you were a catcher back in high school. So if you're good up the middle, which is catcher, pitcher, middle infield, and center, then you're good to go. Yeah. And you got that there because you have your senior Daisy Garcia, and then you have, of course, Maite, and then you have your middle infield, which is Cassie Guerra and Liliana Hurtado, and then you got Julie in the center. So that right there, that core up the middle, again, it's a testament to what you said. They bought in; they were all in for it. As we go back, you did talk about 2, 3, and 4, your middle of the lineup, which Julie in that game against she scored twice in that game. She walked 3 times. She got on base 3 times, but that's what you get from her. You get that approach that she's gonna get on anyway, some way, and then she's gonna steal some bases. She's gonna be on a run. So she scored 2 out of those 3 runs against South San, and that lost 6-3. But then you got Figueroa, who went 3 for 4 with an RBI, and then Ariana had that big 2 RBI hit to bring in those 2 runs where you were up 2-0 in that third inning. And again, with that, you have your middle lineup, but then you also have other key components now with Desiree Rodriguez coming back from basketball. You got those girls that came from basketball, and it's a bit different story, right, Coach?
Yeah. Yesterday, speaking in the middle of the lineup yesterday, Dottie was the one that hit that big, that brought in those 3 runs. Actually, it was inside the Parker. She hit it to right field, and it was tailing away from the right fielder. The wind was blowing a little bit, so it was a hard play for the right fielder.
Yeah.
She dropped, and we had the inside the Parker. There was 2 girls on. Maitel and Julie were on. And,
There you go.
And they scored, But it started with Desiree. She got on. She stole second, and there it goes. But the experience of the girls it's coming through. They're understanding. They want to learn. They're still in their little shell.
Yeah.
I tell them that they have no idea how good they could be once they break out of that shell and truly give it their all. And I'm not saying they don't, but they're just holding back. And what I've been telling them the last couple of weeks is, because I have a theme of the week, and it's us just moving forward, and we're there at the door and we're shaking the knob, but we just don't want to open up that door. But yesterday was a great win, and the girls deserved it. Actually after the game, I've been hearing a lot of podcasts of all these big pros, and you got to enjoy the wins.
Yeah.
So actually after the game, I took a moment for myself because we do so much, and I just sat down and I just enjoyed the win because
Did it bring you back when you were playing, when you kind of sat at the end of the dugout, coach, sometimes with taking in, the experience of what, playing and then coaching now? It's a different story.
It was different for me when I was playing because, I don't know, man. I grew up with studs all the time, and I was moved up, at an early age, and I was around my brother and those great teams, the '94 team. So I was around them, and then the '95 team, I was around them too, and and I was just there like a little sponge, timid to do stuff, but you know what? I knew I could play. When I got my shot, I wasn't gonna give it up for anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't like to brag about, that because it's hard.
But again, with that being said, you have that aspect, but you have girls on your team that have that same similar situation in themselves. As far as like we were talking off air, Cassie Aguirre, she's one of those girls that I see her. She I think she hit second. I don't know if you moved her around now, but wherever she's at, if she's going to be in the outfield, second base, she's a constant, professional as far as going out there and doing what you asked her to do.
If I had 5 more Cassies, I wouldn't have to worry about a lot of stuff because Cassie is the girl that makes sure that everything is off the bus, make sure everything's set up. She's one of the first ones to get there. And she's just a hard worker. She's a hard worker. She had her bumps and bruises last year, and she was in and out of the lineup. But this year, second base was hers, and she knew it, and she's not giving it up, man. Because those routine plays that she made,
Yeah, she made a big play. She made a big play in this game against South San behind first base, where she caught it. Yeah.
And I actually told them, I'm like, after Cassie caught that ball behind first base, I was able to relax.
Yeah.
because in the past we dropped those balls. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's not because of lack of effort. It's just it doesn't go our way.
No, the little things, the little things. So
But it goes back to her working hard. Like you should see her. Like that girl works very hard. Her parents are great people, and they help her out a lot. Yesterday, actually, after the game, some lady was there talking to her, and I asked her who was that girl, and she was like, it was my aunt, and they were like making the moves like a second base, and it's like you see that's the type of parents we have, and the families we have that they're there for the girls, and
Exactly.
all the parents are there. They're very supportive, and I'm very lucky to have parents like that.
Let's talk about your staff, and of course let's give them the shout out to your coaching staff, and who handles the outfield, who handles the infield, who handles pitchers and all that good stuff, coach.
My right hand is Mayra Heredia. She's the one that's in charge of the pitchers and the catchers. She's the one that she is Maitel's,
She's in Maitel's year.
She takes care of Maitel. I to be honest with you, I don't get in Maitel's way. You know what I mean? Maitel's gonna be with Coach Heredia, and I'm just the one that says, let's throw her inside, and boom, it looks good, you know.
When your pitcher can hit her spots like she does.
But going to that, that's the biggest thing that I've seen from like that. As she's a great pitcher, you know, she's very dominant, but she's starting to understand that we work in and out. That what's it called? She's going to be more dominant, and you know, and she's trusting it. She's actually getting stronger later in the games. Her mentality is very different. She doesn't allow the mistakes to overtake her and mess up her mechanics. She's going to control the circle.
And again, this is her third year Letterman. She's a 3-year Letterman. As a freshman, she was brute force. She was like, I'm going to just get it by you, you know, that kind of thing. Because I've seen her. I've seen her since she was 13, you know, 12, 13 years old. And I've seen the maturation of what she's become. But early on in her freshman year, it was just, let me get it by you. And then last year, I saw a lot of more mental, you know, toughness in the circle as far as working counts and going in and out and using the as far as like the eye level, changing it, you know, up and down and whatnot, using other pitches. But, you know, and then this year, you know, just the fact that she was pitch for pitch with the pitcher from South San.
Yes.
I mean, it was one of those where, you know, Bonilla is an all-district pitcher in herself, but she, again, Maite was right there, you know, pitch for pitch, strikeout for strikeout, and understanding that, you know, she didn't give up too many hits, she didn't give up, you know, it was just a mistake here, a mistake there, that they kind of got away from it. But, you know, to each his own. It's just one of those things where softball and baseball, they're kind of in the same. If the team that makes the least amount mistakes is who's going to win the game.
And going back to those errors, like, they only capitalized on 2.
Yeah.
Like, we did have 7 errors. They only capitalized on 2, but that goes back to how strong-minded she is now, because she could have easily just, given up when the shortstop was making some mistakes. And you know what? And it goes back also, they love each other.
Yeah.
These girls, like, they weren't dogging the girl. They were trying to pick her up. These girls, like, truly love being around each other, and it's a great thing. Like, it takes a while. Like, my first year when I came in, I thought, like, let me coach them like the way I think they should be coached.
Yeah.
Like, hard and this and that. Even me, like, I've learned how to be so patient now. Like, I don't even think I yell. Yesterday, I was more antsy because I knew the team that I have.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
But in my way, like, I'm a big motivator, and I love the girls and I love being around them. And they keep me calm. They really do. And, they look out for me. They truly do. And,
yeah.
I'm very grateful for them. Like without them, like, I wouldn't be here,
Exactly.
And I'm just excited to see what they're capable of doing, because I know we can make some noise in this district.
Yeah, of course.
And this district is not easy.
No, it's not. You got Southwest, you got Southwest Legacy, you got, you got plenty of.
Even yesterday's game was hard. Like, it was hard. That pitcher, she was on. She was on, and that umpire was squeezing right there. But he was both ways. He was both ways. So I'll give him respect for that.
So you talked about your pitching coach. Who else is on your staff that, again, needs...
I have Coach Hurtado, Lily's father. He's been on the staff since I got on.
He's been with you for 4 years,
He just came on because he was finishing up basketball. And he's another great man. You know what I mean? He's there. Like, whatever I need, he's always like, what do you need, coach? What do you need? Because in my head, I come up with a practice plan, and in my head, I write it down. But they might not understand what my crazy mind is, like, actually trying to, but they'll pick it up, and they're there for the girls. Like, he's there for the girls, whatever they need. And then we have Roxy Roman. This is her second year. I'm very proud of Roxy. Last year she was, she would stand back and just listen and learn. But now she's in there. She's understanding the lingo that I'm always talking about. For instance, yesterday when we're getting ready for we're in pregame, hitting to the bonets. I always talk about bats dragging, and she finally saw it, like what I was talking about.
what you were talking about,
And she's like, your bat's dragging, and I was like, way to go, coach. But I've known her all my life. She's my sister's best friend, and I'm grateful to have her. She's another person that I could lean on, whatever I need. Like, I know she'll be there, her and her family. Her brother was on the staff before she came on. And then we just hired Nora Garcia. He's a PE coach at Graves. He runs the Texas Pride. He used to run the Texas Pride. So that's another thing that he brings a lot of knowledge. Noah brings the youth, the young energy.
Yeah, the young energy, but he's also an alumni of CC Winn.
Yes, he is.
He's a product of what you coached him, in baseball. You coached him in football because he played football.
Yes.
So again, it's just a familiar face in your staff that you can count on, and of course, the young man is very knowledgeable in the game, and it helps you kind of like, okay, I can relax.
He is the loud one.
He's the loud one.
And actually, he changed my way. Like when we went out to a tournament, he brought a boombox. Can I bring it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Coach, can I play music? Yeah. And it relaxes the kids. Like, I have to adapt too.
Yeah.
So they play their music. And
at our age, we have to adapt, right, Coach?
It's hard because again, it goes back to how I focus. Like, I thought I needed to be laser focused. Don't talk to me. Like, get away from me. Like, the game's the most important thing to me. And right now, kids are not like that. You know what I mean? But you know what? Like, one thing that we do is that we started this year is like, on the buses, we used to pick up their phones so they could sleep.
Yeah.
But I'm on my AirPods. I'm listening to music. I'm like, so last year I let them keep their phones. But now when we get to restaurants, I'm like, leave your phones here. So now they get together and they're actually talking.
The socializing with them,
they're actually talking. They're actually talking, and you see the little groups, and you see how they interact with each other, and that's the cool part. That's one thing that I gained in the tournaments. How they interacted with each other. They just did, they crack jokes with each other and this and that, and you see their personalities, and that's what tournament's all about.
Yeah, the camaraderie and then the going out for a couple of days and all that good stuff and getting that. So, we'll talk more about, of course, the rest of your grows. I know we've talked about several grows right now. We'll talk more about Hurtado and Salinas and Robledo and Rodriguez.
Let's brag about all of them.
Exactly.
I've got stories.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're live from La Parrilla here in 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. Family-owned Mexican restaurant. Variety of dishes. Come on by Monday through Thursday from 10:30 to 10. Call them up. They got a Mexican style burger that again it's bar none, for me, that's the jamon, the cheese, it's, it takes me back to going to Piedras. They're open Friday and Saturday till 11, and then Sunday from 10:30 to 6. Call them up, 758-0646. Also, they have curbside pickup, so you can call, and then you can pick it up outside. I believe they do have DoorDash and Uber Eats, I think they do. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Business, you can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Saritas Tortilla Factory. Si son saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RichieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair, That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Tacos Los Compadres, located at 256 North Pierce Street. Call them up, 830-352-4280. Open Monday through Sunday from 5 to midnight. Don't forget, Sundays from 12:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Barbacoa y menudo. Aguas frescas. Tacos Los Compadres. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. Investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Right now at Hyundai of Del Rio, lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Buying, selling, or renting residential, commercial, farm, and ranch. Serving Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, Uvalde, and surrounding counties. That's Frankie Mauricio at La Cantera Real Estate at 2664 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite 1. Call them up, 830-513-3822 to set up an appointment with Frankie Mauricio, Realtor at La Cantera Real Estate. Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. You can visit them at www.precisiontune.com. Alignments, brake service, tires, AC service, oil changes, and tune-up. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. And we're back live. Freddy Heredia, Coach Tony Martinez of the Lady Mavericks. We're at La Parrilla, 2640 Delaware Boulevard. Call them up, 830-758-0646. As we give you some scores from around the district. Yesterday, of course, CC Winn over Hardendale 9-6. Southwest beat Southside 6-2. McCullum, who's right now unbeaten 3-0, they beat South San 6-3. Southwest is at 2-0. South San is at 2-1. MacArthur's at 2-1. CC Winn, Southside, and Southwest Legacy are 1-2. And John Jay is at 0-2. As we continue the broadcast today, our Overtime Sports Show. And we got Southwest Legacy on the 3rd, which is next Tuesday. You're here at home, so we're going to have that one live on South Texas Sports Live. So, of course, this weekend we're going to be covering baseball and softball. Baseball for both Eagle Pass and CC Winn. CC Winn had a big win last night. The boys got the win last night. Freshman Tovar got I think it was a three. It was a double, three RBI double for the win. And a young team like we talked about, Coach. You have the three seniors. You have your catcher. You have Desiree, who was playing third base last year. Is she playing third base again this year? Or are you guys using her as utilities, wherever you kind of need her and whatnot?
Our last year was on third base. It was, think we ended up with Jimena.
Jimena.
Yeah, Jimenez. Then this year, Tanya Robrero, she was there since the offseason.
Yeah.
And, you know, and she was a senior, and before some of the girls came back from basketball, was that first game I needed to fill in some spots, and Tanya had been working there at third, and you know what, she opened up my eyes. She has a big bat, and she's been coming through, and it's another person that I'm waiting for her to really
break out of her shell, right?
Because with a body like that, man, and she gets a hold of one, she could do some damage. And then going to our catcher, she got concussed actually at the MacArthur game. Shot back to the head, and it was pretty bad because I was right there. So right now she's in concussion protocol, but in the tournament she was Coach Garcia. She was handing out lineups, and being supportive of the girls, and that was her role this week when she was there, and then yesterday the same thing. Hopefully we get her back by Tuesday. By Tuesday. Right now she's in her 5-day protocol.
Yeah, the protocol.
And so, but I'm real proud of her because she's one of the ones that I've had her since she was a freshman, and she's seen my ups and downs. And I make jokes about that I have a black heart sometimes, and she tells me, "No, you don't. No, you don't." So, but she, I want it for all the seniors and for all the girls, But for her, it will be a great thing for her to go out there and make playoffs because. She sees the potential of the girls, and that's why she's pushing it. She's pushing and she's learning how to be a leader. And then we got Desiree. Desiree right now is stepping up, being catcher. She's been there before. She's done it. Last year she played second base, and she's a wild card because
she's your utility.
She's fast. She could put the ball in play. Right now she was struggling because she didn't have the reps, but she's been putting in the work. And yesterday she got 2 hits, and a key stolen base, and it's another girl that I could rely on. That wherever I throw her, she's gonna try her best, and she's gonna do her best, and she's there for the girls. The girls gravitate to her, and
she's got that personality, because I've seen it. Let's talk about your junior class in Liliana Hurtado. She's a 3-year letterman.
Yeah.
She's been there since she was a freshman.
Yeah.
The girl is the young lady is a player, is a baller, as we call it, right? She, you see how she kind of carries herself on the field, not only just in basketball, but of course softball. I think that's her love. Mm-hmm. I used to see her when she was younger, and you notice some of these kids when they're young, you have that, she has the it factor, that kind of thing. So. What can you say about her? And she's a namesake there at shortstop.
Well, again, it's another girl that. What can I say? It's taken me a while for her to open up and get out of her shell. She does talk, to me and everything, and we've gotten very close. She's very coachable, and I know if she's there. I know it's automatic out.
Yeah.
It's like when I played with Ray Lopez. I was already walking to the dugout when the ball was hit to him. But she's very hard on herself. She struggled a little bit yesterday, but she, when she was on the bases, she scored. You know what I mean? And those are the things that I talked to her. That she just needs to be able to forget about what's happening at the plate and don't take it into the field. And she's working on it, and I know that her season, anything can happen for her, because she works hard.
Yeah.
And then we got Amanda Valderas. She's my right fielder. She didn't play against South San because she was playing ball. Then she came, and she didn't play her sophomore year because she tore her ACL. And but I moved her up when she was a freshman. And but yesterday. She's coming. Yesterday, first at bat, she struck out, but I think it was like an 8-pitch at bat.
And that's what you want. You want those kind of at bats.
Those are quality at bats.
Yeah.
Those are quality at bats. And then the next one, she hit a line to center, And I was like, all right, she's on. And the third time, off the wall, it's kind of like our field where it's tiered up.
Yeah, it's tiered up in center field.
It was dead center. If it was just normal fence, it's a home run.
It's a.
And she's standing up on, she's standing on third, and actually, because, we're trying to find our left fielder.
Yeah.
So I made some defensive moves. So I was switching her back and forth from left and right. And then, so she actually made the last out. They hit it to right field. She was playing there. But you know what? Like, the sky's the limit for her too. She's working out. Best of luck to her. She's trying actually to be a cheerleader for next year, for senior year. So,
okay, nice.
So and I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. So.
Yeah. Of course, the game against South San, or the game one, you had Barbara Gomez at shortstop.
Yeah.
You had Jackie Garcia over in left, and you had Leah Galvan over in right.
Yes.
And again, it was just one of those things where, but they did their job in game one. I mean, in the first district game, 28-5 against a team that is always in the playoffs, and we've seen it year after year. But they, compared to last year, you lost both games, run rolled, and this year it's a different story, Coach.
Yeah.
The maturity of everybody on the team, but it starts with Maite, your captain. Am I right or am I wrong? She kind of has that it factor also where. I think with her and Hurtado being juniors and being there as freshmen, they've grown up together, and they've kind of put themselves in the echelon of, hey, this is our team.
Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, it's all of them.
It's all of them.
You know what? It takes a while to build a culture. Like, I'm learning, and now, I don't have to stress about little things, because I know that if I tell them to be there at a certain time, be ready. They're ready to go, and every time they walk on the field, they're ready to go. I don't have to worry about anything. So, it starts with all of them, because they're all being vocal, and I give them the opportunity to express themselves. And again, it's just for the team. It's not them being mean or anything. Like, they just say, like after the MacArthur game, my dad spoke up. She's all like, we started flat. And that's her, like, accepting her role. Like, I'm a leader. Like, I need to tell them, because it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
And for her to do that, it's like, you know what? Julie's another one. Julie speaks up, and you know what? And the team listens.
You have vocal leaders, and the vocal leaders that understand what the culture of of Winn softball is, Coach.
Yes, it is.
And of course, you have pillars. You just like everything else. You have your what's the mantra this year? You did mention early on, you're all in, but what's the mantra this year?
I really don't. I don't think we have one.
No.
It's just basically just like the book that I bought and the book that I've been giving with the themes of the week with the girls. It's just basically always just going through. The week one was, be a bison, because when their storm hits, like, the bisons walk into the storm.
Exactly.
Like, and then why not us? Like, and that's the main thing also. Like, why not us? Like, why? Like, why? Like, what's so different about us? Like, there's nothing different about us. Like, we go out there and we compete, and we've been competing. Yes, our record doesn't show, but if I keep my tail in for every game at the tournaments, I'm undefeated. But that's not the point.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Like, I want to see Jackie play. I want to see Leah play. I want to see the basketball girls that came get their reps. I want to see my JV pitcher in a varsity game. She has 2 wins.
Yeah.
She has 2 wins, like, and she dominates.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I see her and I'm like, dude, if I throw you against like a Southwest or South San, like you could, like, for 2 innings, like, you could probably, like, get them off balance.
Yeah, off balance. Yeah, exactly.
And that's another girl.
That's your JV. Who's your JV? Belinda.
Yeah, it's like.
What's her last name, Coach?
Vivian.
Vivian.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, like, that girl, like, she's gonna be really good. She's actually a cheerleader right now. Cheerleading. Like, she's not there right now, but you know what, like, and this is what happened. And we're gonna go out to Somerset. Julie she was hurting from her arm when we played Carrizo in one of the last games. So it's a long season.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
And like, so I was just like, okay, I was gonna pitch Lily, my dad, Julie, and they already knew and they're all on board. I have to be smart, you know. So we're like scrambling, and I'm like, let's take Belle. So I call Belle. She's in catechism. She texts me back. She's on catechism. I'm like, call me. And then all I said is like, I need you. You need a pitch because of this isn't. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like she didn't like, oh what, like nothing. Like, and I told the team, I'm like, this chick right here, man, she's got your back, and you know, and it shows on the mound. And the girls, you know what? The last game that we played this last tournament, like I put in, you know, the girls that didn't get that much playing time.
Yeah.
And all the varsity, there was a lot of varsity, but the main starters were there on the bench with me,
Yeah.
and they were their biggest fans. You know, they were cheering her on, and it was hot this weekend. You know what I mean? We could have easily, I'm not playing or whatever, but
Yeah.
Freddie, it's totally different. The vibe of the year.
Of the
you know?
year, yeah.
Like,
The 2026 season is a different vibe.
It's amazing. Like I didn't see it when we were doing off season because we're always working and we're always doing stuff. But I saw it when we went to Alexander the first one. Like I saw it, I was just like, all right, this is different. And United, I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna stop. No, they kept on, and then you know what I mean, like and I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
it's
like I don't have to worry about stuff anymore that I always had to worry about. And if you see me in the box, I'm very chill now.
Yeah.
Before I will be crazy. Like now I'm very chill now. It's just I'm watching my girls play. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching my girls play, and you know, and I want them to succeed so bad. Like I want them to succeed so bad, you know. And
Coach,
great things are coming.
I was there last year covering some games. I've seen a ton of these girls growing up, and I've seen them, you know, play, and I've seen, again, like I did mention earlier, you know, the maturation of most of these girls as far as how they see the game different. Of course, you're on this where you're going to be at home for like 3 straight weeks or 3 straight games. You got Southwest Legacy, then you go to McCullum, and then you're back home spring break, which is great for you and the girls because you got Southwest at home, John Jay at home, and Southside at home. But what does that mean in the second round? You got to go in you got to go on the road. and again, in the latter part of the season, those can play a big role. It's not like we're looking ahead of the schedule, but knowing and understanding, hey, this is where we need to be, and this is how kind of it's playing out. But you know, at 1 and 2, understanding that you're right in the mix of things. You know, there's of course McCullum is 3-0, Southwest is at 2-0, South San they're a game ahead at 2-1, and MacArthur at 2-1, and MacArthur. You guys lost to in the first round, right?
6-3.
Yeah, 6-2. Was it 6-2 or 6-3?
6-3.
6-3. And again, that was another close game. You know, you lost 6-3 to South San and 6-3 to MacArthur.
Yeah.
Way different from a year ago.
And we left runners on base. I know it's not an excuse, but the thing is that before we didn't even have the opportunity to bring in a run because it was like first 2 hitters, you're out. Now it's like you don't know. And the good thing about our lineup is like one inning they could do it, the other inning they could do it one game. Like there's people who could do damage.
And you got Pop, and Julie Salinas does have some power. My dick can at any time.
Shari has 2 home runs, and she is right now seeing the ball like nobody's business. Like she has patience. Like her swing is beautiful right now. And she's working hard, man. She works hard, and she's one of the hardest workers out there. And you know what? Like, and another person, I know you brought up Barbara Gomez.
Yeah, Barbara Gomez.
She played shortstop there. She understood her role. You know what? She understood her role. I sat her down. She was there, never complained. Girl is extremely happy all the time. Yesterday, I needed a bat. So I said, you know what? Let me mix around with the flex, all this. You're going to hit. She got 2 hits yesterday.
There you go.
She got 2 hits, and she was the happiest person out there. And the team loves her. You know what I mean? So that's
the culture that you're implementing is everybody's important if you're in the lineup, if you're just batting, do your job when it's asked for, and that's it.
That's it. And it goes back to just, when your number's called, open up somebody's eyes, and these girls have, and it's hard making it. It's going to be very hard when Daisy comes back. What do I do?
Yeah.
Do I take the bat away from Desiree? Now do I take a bat away from Barbie? Do I move people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
It's a good thing to have, right, Coach?
and we haven't had that. It was always like the lineup always had to be the same because we didn't have the numbers. And now we're fortunate. We have 43 girls in the program.
There you go.
And the girls are there every day and they work hard and great things are coming for CC Winn. I'm excited. I'm excited to lead this program, to the future. We just need to knock down that door, and we're gonna be like, okay, yeah, CC Winn's the place to be.
Well, the good thing is we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about realignment and how realignment looks and what your thoughts and your opinions on this next 2 years coming back. But we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching the Overtime Sports Show on STX Sports Live. Building better athletes, hitting instruction, one-on-one, pitching lessons, strength and conditioning, rental facilities, ECS Extreme Cheer, tumbling classes, travel cheer squads, competitive cheerleading. Wanna cheer your best? Train with the best. ECS Extreme Cheer. Call them up, 830-776-1589. Don't forget, STX Training Academy, building better athletes at 2008 North Bibb Avenue. Call them up, 830-968-3686. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Dario Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. And we're back live, Freddy there with you, Coach Martinez. We're live from La Parrilla, 2640 Dario Boulevard, family-owned Mexican restaurant, variety of dishes. Also, they got some adult drinks that you can drink here. Open Monday through Thursday from 10:30 to 10. They're open Fridays and Saturdays from 10:30 to 11, and then Sundays from 10:30 to 6. Call them up, 758-0646 is the number to call. They got a great wait staff here. We're in the outside patio area. Of course, they got the main. They got the main dining area. They have another area where you can actually have host parties and stuff like that, little dinners. And of course, they got the outside patio. You can see behind us they have plenty of TVs out here. If you want to come watch a baseball game, softball, whatever the case may be, you can come out and watch it here. As we are talking to Coach Tony Martinez, 4-year head coach of the Lady Mavericks, and we're of course talking about the girls and what is expected this year. Like you said, throw the records out of the picture as far as last year, 6-19 in the season, 5-13 in district play. It's a different atmosphere. It's a different culture in the dugout. What you mentioned, but let's talk about some of the girls that know their role. Alyssa Flores, and she's only a junior because you're gonna have her for another year.
Alyssa, again, she was one of those girls that started practicing with the girls in the summer, and she's never played. I know her dad very well, and her dad, encouraged her to play. She's more of a speedster right now. Actually, she's gonna go run track tomorrow with the Winn girls.
Okay.
So wish her nothing but the best. But she came back. She came with the b-ball girls, and she's all in. She's all in. She always tells me thank you, and she sees the difference. I guess from other programs that she's been in, and she's a wonderful lady, young girl. She's a wonderful young girl. And she's right now my courtesy runner.
Yeah, for your pitcher catcher.
Yeah, I've been using her in a different role because right now one of our girls is hurt, and so I kind of put her in the flex. So whenever that girl gets on, I put her to run, and she runs the bases. She needs to learn still the game. Like yesterday, I was telling her to be aggressive. She was aggressive, and there was a line shot to short that doubled her out.
Yeah.
But
freeze on line drive,
but the thing is that how I told her today, because she went in my class and she went to go talk to me, is like I've never had the speed now. So now I got speed 1 through 9. So it's like,
so you want to be aggressive.
So yeah. So that's gonna I gotta give and take.
Yeah.
And another young girl that is a wonderful young lady is Brianna Aguilar. She is the hardest worker out there. She's very hard on herself, but you know what? Great things are coming for her. She's a gym rat like me, so that's awesome. She's one of those girls that stays late to help me out. Make sure everything's picked up. Another girl that is getting her reps in the outfield. She yesterday, same thing. Put her in to run for my dad. She was a courtesy run for my dad. Hard shot to second. She opens up, doubles out for us.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that where, and they think that they're letting me down. No, like that's part of the game. You know what I mean? That's part of the game. So but we live and learn.
Yeah.
I'd rather make those mistakes right now that when we're in the playoffs.
Exactly.
But and there's another girl. Her name is Crystal Guadalupe Crystal. I can't remember. I always mess that up, and my coaches always get messed up.
Lupe?
Yes.
We got Jimena.
She's number 4. Oh, no. Crystal. So.
Oh, but did you bring her up?
Yeah.
I think because this is a roster that was.
Yeah. I just I mess up everybody's names.
No, it's.
But she's a speedster. I wish I could turn her into a slapper.
She's a lefty?
Yeah, no, she's a righty.
She's a righty.
But she is that fast. Like, next year she needs to be...
and she's a junior or she's a sophomore?
She's a junior.
She's a junior, okay.
She got here late last year because she transferred from out of town.
Okay.
So she was in our JV, and she opened up my eyes, and another hard worker, You couldn't tell in her face if she was sad or mad or whatever. The girl is a true team player, girls like her, she's, there's nothing bad to say about her. She's just a happy girl trying to get better. Then we got
Janie Ibarra.
She's
a sophomore.
She's a sophomore. Another girl that has been working hard since the summer. She's very good friends with Deb and with Julie and all that. So she kind of gravitated to them and their work ethic. And actually, when she was in 7th and 8th grade, she played football for Memorial. And I think when she was a freshman, she didn't play football.
Yeah.
But you know, she's just one of those girls that could do anything. She's our backup catcher right now. She gets in there. She has never played catcher, but she's out there. She has the tools to be a great player, and she works hard. And you know what, man? Like, that girl, like, props to her just because of everything that she does. Like, she is an amazing girl.
As we look at the roster, coach, of girls, you got a slew of sophomores, you got some juniors, and of course you have just the 3 seniors that are leaving. But you have a lot of girls coming back next year, and we got realignment next year, which has Laredo Nixon, Laredo Martin, Cigaroa, yourselves, Medina Valley, and Southside. That's the 16 district.
16.
So compared to an 8-team district, like what we see right now, where you got 14 games.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to add another tournament to your schedule,
Yes.
as to opposed to 2 tournaments and then you're done. So having the 3 tournaments, do you see that as a plus for next year's campaign? I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but knowing and understanding what the next 2 years are going to be like for CC Winn softball.
Yeah. I think playing is it's good for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And traveling and getting to see places that we've never seen before, or the girls have never seen before, and just, you know, exposing them of stuff like that. You know, I think that's beneficial. But the one thing about our girls is that they don't play year round, so that's a lot of our, you know, practices, game situations.
Yeah.
So those are the things that, you know, are going to benefit for us, because, you know, we're going to be losing 3 girls, so those girls are going to have to fit in, and then whatever freshmen come in, like, they're going to have to learn as well to work together.
Yeah, to adapt to.
Because we're going to be a heavy senior group, and you know, so they're going to have to adapt to everything. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the non-district games. I already talked to some coaches that I get along with here in this district, and they're a great comp. Like, I would love to go play them in a non-district game again, just to get to that exposure, because, you know, our expectation is to make the playoffs next year. You know, it's not going to be easy, because in this game you could have a dominant pitcher and you could win 1-0.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know much about those teams. You know, I know what Medina Valley is. You know what I mean? I know what Southside brings to the table, you know, but at the end of the day, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I still need to prepare the team, like, you know what, like, you know, we're in the hole, like, we need to go out there and prove every day, and that's what we need to do.
So now, you're still going to San Antonio, but now you're driving south to Laredo.
Hey, I don't mind, man. I lived there for 9 years. You know, I was never going to move back. And I met my ex-wife, and I moved back to Eagle Pass.
To Eagle Pass.
But, you know, I got 2 beautiful daughters out of it, so I'm grateful.
That's great. Again, Coach, you know, it's one of those things where you look at the makeup of the team, 2026 Lady Mavericks, and it's just, there's a lot of upside to the team, as we talked about before the South San game. Even the coach for South San, she knew what she was, you know, up against, and understanding that, hey, we still got to play the game between the lines, and understanding that they had to bring their A game. It wasn't going to be a cakewalk for them, and she understood that. And for 3 or 4 innings, because they actually tied up the score in the 4th inning, but it was back and forth, and my dad handled herself in the circle. You know, the defense did well. It was just 1 inning, and 1 inning can do you know, plenty. But for you guys, I see 2026 being more successful and knocking on that playoff door, and getting in that 4th spot. Of course, right now with everybody kind of being at 2-1, you know, South San and MacArthur, you know, they do have, of course, the tiebreaker right now, of course, until the 2nd round. But understanding that if you can, you know, knock off McCullum next, you know, in a couple of weeks, and you can knock off Southwest in a couple of weeks, then hey, you're on the inside.
Yeah.
You're on the inside looking out. So,
No,
but
we just need to take care of what we could control. That's it. Like,
yeah.
And the main thing is just eliminating little mistakes and bringing the runs. Like, we've left a lot of runners on. Like right now, I was looking at the stats. Like right now, we have more hits than we had all last year. You know what I mean? And we have less strikeouts. We're seeing the ball. Like the girls, like I don't know, man.
The off season
you are more than welcome to go to practice one day and just see it, man. Like they love it. They love
They
it.
get after it.
They get after it, and and I want to give a big. When you get a chance to go out there, you're gonna see this beautiful cage that Coach Villaseñor, Mr. Rolando Salinas, and Mr. Mijares were able to give to us. Like it looks like a barn.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a barn. Like it's huge, and again, and now I tell the girls like, we get this, like we're expected to win. Like,
yeah.
We're expected to win, but nah, man, it's. I love what I do. I love my job. And, I was put on this earth to coach, and I'm grateful to have these wonderful girls around me, and and sometimes I tell them that I have to be the corny one or whatever. I just want to motivate them, man.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that. I was self-motivated, or I had studs next to me. Like, well, you're not gonna take my job. I gotta work hard.
You gotta come get it.
Generation's different. Generation's different, and we just gotta.
Yeah.
They just gotta work for it.
We're live at La Parrilla, 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. Call them up, 830-758-0646. We finished our totopos. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get something right now to eat because I'm kind of hungry. But they got fresh lemonade and great food here. So make sure you call them up, 758-0646. Coach, thank you very much for allowing us to preview the 2026 Lady Mavericks. I know you're you're going to be in your fourth game of the season, but, it's just one of those things where we got to rotate everybody in and making sure that we got every team in. Of course, we had the baseball 1 week. We had baseball Mavericks, and then we had Eagle Pass, and then we had Coach Coca on Monday. Then we had their game last night. Of course, you guys, and then we'll have you guys next week on Tuesday. So
I appreciate it, and I know you.
We've known each other, yeah.
So this is a great thing that you're doing for the district and for all the kids, to get exposed because they live on their phones and they want to see that,
Yeah.
But it's a great thing, and I just want to thank all the boosters, for everything that they've done for the girls, Mr. Diaz, Coach Ramirez, all the coaches that I coach with, the support, the love, the encouragement that they give to the girls, all the administration there at CC Winn, everybody, just all the staff, and I want to bring it to them.
Yeah.
I want to give them success too because CC Winn needs it. CC Winn needs, love, and they win, but we're on the right track in all sports. We're on the right track. And the realignment will help in every sport.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked to, of course, our great athletic director, Eric Villaseñor, and he did mention, hey, we're expecting big things in the realignment. And we see the realignment next season in 2026, 2027, as far as, in the fall. But it's already March.
Yeah.
It's March Madness for basketball. We got, of course, softball and baseball. We got the latter part of soccer. Big game this Saturday as the Eagle Pass Eagles are hosting Alexander. Alexander is unbeaten in 36A, so we're kind of preparing ourselves. We're going to go catch some softball and baseball tomorrow, Thursday, also on Friday, so we can come back home to Eagle Pass to catch that game.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to be watching softball too, man.
Kudos to Coach Rodriguez over at CC Winn Soccer too. He's in the mix of things too.
Yes, they always are.
Shout out to Coach Abel de los Santos also for the girls. I know that they had a couple of games where they did well. We still got track to talk about,
Yes.
so we still got some some coaches that we need to sit here with us and all that good stuff. But thank you, Coach, for showing up, and thank you for coming by and talking to us about the Lady Mavericks 2026 CC Winn Lady Mavericks. Make sure you guys catch us on another next week as we bring you the Southwest Legacy Titans coming into town, right? That's the next game, right?
Yes,
the Titans.
I'll reach out to the coach.
Yeah.
And let them know.
Let them know so we can, because I know we got to make sure that they agree.
Now, before we go, just best of luck to the both track teams, Coach Garza and Coach Gonzalez, taking their track team and all the coaches, to Floresville. They're leaving tomorrow. Best of luck. Go get it. Go get better. And so everybody competing. Coach Royce, and Coach Salinas, and Coach Pañao taking
the boys over to Somerset, this weekend.
Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Go get better. That's it.
Of course, again, a big congratulations to Coach Royce yesterday at home. They got a big win in District 28 5A, a comeback win. And they're a young team, too. We talked to him and his coaching staff. So, like you said, a lot of great things coming up. So, guys, thank you once again for joining us on another edition of the Overtime Sports Show, South Texas Sports Live. Don't forget to like, follow, share all our social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Go to Snapchat, because that's where you guys kind of get the behind the scenes of where we're setting up and all that stuff. It's kind of like, my day in the life of a broadcaster and where I go and what I do. And then, of course, you go to YouTube, and we're close to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. Help us out. We're about 40-something away, so go share it with everybody and tell them, go subscribe, because we're giving away something to the 1,000 subscriber. We're giving away something hopefully by the end of the month. But Coach Martinez, thank you for giving us your time. Of course, good luck. And any final thoughts?
No, just, thanks for everything. Whatever you all need from us, how I can help you out,
Yes, sir.
And I'm grateful for everything. I'm blessed.
Yes, sir.
I'm truly blessed.
So for La Parrilla at 2640 Derry Boulevard, make sure you guys come on by, 830-758-0646. We're going to leave you with a commercial of them, and then catch you on the flip side. Keep talking sports, South Texas Sports Live. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Boulevard, a great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout, tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla.